Hello, Arthur Offaly speaking on behalf of the Arthur Offaly Foundation, a totally independent victims group with no affiliation to any government agencies or any paramilitary group. Now, I'd like to say a few words about my father's case. Now, my father was Arthur Joseph Offaly, was brutally murdered on the streets of Belfast in 1974. My father was an unarmed man and not a member of any paramilitary group. My father was shot 5 times in the back and legs by a top member of Sinn Féin ARA. This man was the chief nothing officer in the ARA. This man was also an informer for the RUC PSNI and also a top agent for the British government, and his code name was Steak Knife. His own name was Freddie Scappaticci. This man committed many murders on the command of the RUC, PSNI and MI5 and also the British government. He was their jewel in the crown and was told that he was untouchable and would never be charged with any of his crimes, and that he was answerable to no one, only the British government and his minders. This man was a psychopath and a mass murderer, and he was well paid by the British government, the RUC, PSNI and MI5 out of the public purse for all of his murders. Below are some of the organisations sent here to look into the atrocities carried out by that British agent, which was a complete whitewash and a cover-up. Number 1 was the HET, under the command of the British Police and the RUC, PSNI, and also the police ombudsman at that time was Al Hutchison, who had to answer to the Chief Constable of the PSNI. A complete whitewash, a complete waste of taxpayers' money, as I got no satisfaction at all into the murder of my father, who was murdered by the British government, the RUC, PSNI, who colluded with Sinn Féin ARA informer Freddie Scappaticci, aka Steak Knife, who murdered my father. Now, number 2 was a group of Met Police from London called Canova. The man in charge was a man called John Butcher, the Metropolitan Police Chief Inspector. The Ombudsman was at that time Michael Maguire. All had to answer to the Chief Constable of the RUC again. Another complete whitewash and a cover-up to protect the British agent Steak Knife. After many meetings with Canova and John Butcher, I knew it was a complete waste of my time. I got a call from John Butcher now there recently on Wednesday, the 27th of May 2020 at 16:47 p.m. His report that he still had no news about my father's murder. He had news about all small cases to do with Scappaticci, low profile cases, but nothing about my father's case. A case that they have been looking into for the past 46 years. A case that involves the British government, the RUC, PSNI and MI5, and that corrupt Sinn Féin ARA, who had many of its members working for both the British government and the RUC, PSNI as informers. And their top informer, Freddie Scappaticci, murdered my father on the command of the British government, who colluded with the RUC, PSNI, who supplied him with the Armley rifle to shoot my father. And now it was payback time, as the British government and the RUC have got Sinn Féin ARA working for them, running a country, acting as politicians at Stormont, sharing power with the DUP. And that is why I will never get justice for my poor father in this corrupt cesspit of a country. run by the RUC, PSNI and the British government. And now, Canova, John Butcher, following a long line of British scum who have been ordered by that corrupt British government and the corrupt RUC, PSNI to do nothing for my murdered father, Arthur Joseph Rafferty. The long line consists of the corrupt court services, the corrupt legal system, the corrupt legal aid, the corrupt Attorney General's office, the corrupt PPS office, and also those so-called human rights lawyers who refuse to take my father's case on. So much for human rights. And the Human Rights Office here in Belfast done nothing to help my father. All of the above are paid by the British government. They work for the British government and they all take the oath to obey and serve that thing calling herself a queen. Shame on you all. Now, you don't have to be Einstein to work that one out. My poor father never stood a chance of getting justice in this corrupt country. Now, anyone who would like a tape of this story or any one of my stories can call me on my mobile 077 159 21137. Leave your name and address and I will send you a tip free. Thank you. Anyone who has a story to tell and wishes me to air it can call me on my mobile 07715 921137, or I can send a reporter out to get your story. And remember, I will tell your story as you tell me. Nothing will be cut out. Watch more of my stories on YouTube, ArthurRafferty.com, YouTube Arthur Rafferty, Arthur Rafferty Docker, YouTube Jackspot 2012. That is a tip about the brutal murder of my father by a 5-man gang of Sinn Féin IRA, led by Freddy Scappaticci on the orders of the British government, the RUC, PSNI and the Special Branch. That Sinn Féin IRA scum Scappaticci carried out their orders on their command. Now my email is arthurrafferty1@gmail.com. Thank you for watching ASNI TV and good morning and have a nice day. Safe home.